Good morning. Today is Wednesday. What's the date? The 18th. It's about 10 o'clock in the morning. I have not done a lot this morning, but I wanted to go ahead and come on for a second in between all of the clips and stuff that I have videoed over the past couple weeks and show you a little bit of what I'm working on. Today I have been working on my ballerina wrap that is close to being finished. All I'm having to do is the I cord edging and the tie right now. Let me see if I can do this without pulling my stitches out. I started doing my own thing on it because her explaining the I-cord part of all of it was a little confusing, so I thought that I would just do it the way I knew how to do it. So that's what I'm doing, and I don't know if I like it. I didn't swatch for this pattern, so it's my own fault if things didn't come out the way they're supposed to. But I am using Lion Brand Kobu. Sorry, I keep looking at myself instead of the camera. I'm recording on one of my older phones because it has a good camera on it, and I've been editing on this phone instead of on the computer because the computer is not working for me when it comes to editing. So I've been doing a lot here. I've got to get used to the little camera there instead of what I'm used to is the recorder that we have has a big lens on it, so it's easy to remember to look at it. And this on my phone, it just has a little lens on it, so I have to get used to it again. But I'm using Lion Brand Kobu, and I don't know if I'm on my third or fourth. I think I'm on my third skein. And let's see. This is what I have. It doesn't fit me like it fits her in the picture. Like hers wraps around. I know that it is deep V-necked because of the way it wraps and how she's got it slanted. Sorry, I hit my microphone. But it doesn't come around me like I thought it would. And so I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm finished the I-cord on the bottom. I just did a 3-stitch I-cord on the bottom. That is, the pattern calls for a slit on the side, and so that's what that is. And now I am doing the I-cord on the top portion of it, and then I have to do the I-cord on the sleeves. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I apologize, it's fixing to get a little noisy. I got a new microphone and I am still trying to get used to this thing, but I'm going to put it to the side and put this on so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. Okay, so that's that. I don't know what to do. Like I said in the previous video, I didn't have the right size needle. I had one size up from what she called for, and so to counteract that, I didn't swatch, and that's my fault, you know, but to counteract the bigger needle, I went down one size, and so maybe that was my mistake. I don't know. The arms feel a little weird right here at the back, and so maybe that'll change whenever I put the binding on it. I don't know. I'm not really happy with it. I don't know what to do with it. If you have any suggestions as to what is going on, maybe it's just my body shape. It doesn't suit well for my body shape. I don't know. I like the picture of the finished garment, but I am not her size, and so maybe that's what it is. It's just my body shape doesn't go well with this garment, which stinks because I put a lot of time and effort into this. So I don't know, maybe I will finish the sleeves off and then give it away to get it out of the house, and somebody else may be able to wear it. I don't know, but it's just kind of disappointing. If you have any ideas, let me know. I feel a sneeze coming on. Maybe it's passed. Okay, we're gonna go on to the next thing. In the last video, I had told you that I was working on a Tunisian shawl, and I can't remember the name of it. Hopefully I'll remember to put it here. But it is by Toni Lipsey, which is the designer behind TL Yarn Crafts. She is well known for her Tunisian designs, and at least that's the main Tunisian crochet designer that I have seen over the past few years. And so I have admired her stuff, but I've never made her stuff. And I decided to try it out. Now, I don't have the label with me, but I know that this yarn is Caron Simply Soft, one of their speckles. It was clearanced out a couple years ago, and I had 3 skeins of it. And so 3 skeins is about the same yardage as what Toni Lipsey calls for this shawl. And I am loving this. It is a very mindless pattern. And even if you've never done Tunisian crochet, this pattern is very beginner friendly. I mean, the first 13 or 14 stitches you do this here, because it's worked from the bottom up, and I think it's a triangle. It's been a second since I've looked at the pattern, but you increase 1 stitch every forward pass. There's forward pass and return pass. And forward pass is when you're picking up all of these loops, and you increase once during that, and you don't increase coming back on the return pass. So you're say that that's two rows. That means you're increasing every other row, and all you do is the first 13 or 14 stitches here, you do the honeycomb stitch, and that right there is my favorite. My favorite part is this honeycomb, and then you do the simple Tunisian the rest of the way, and you increase over here at the end of the pattern. This here is where you start, and this is where you end. And so you increase once on the forward pass. And so I am really loving this. I know a lot of people don't like Caron Simply Soft. I love Caron Simply Soft. It is splitty, but it is a very nice, squishy fabric, and I have never used the tweed or whatever you want to call the speckle kind. This is the first time, but I have used the solids before, and I can say that Caron Simply Soft is one of the best yarns to use for baby stuff, baby blankets, baby garments, whatever. That's the best one that I have found to use for baby things, because Caron Simply Soft can go in the washer and dryer and come out looking the same as when you made it. And so I really, really enjoy Caron Simply Soft mainly for that reason. And like I said, it is soft. It is considered a 4-weight, but I think that it is a thin 4-weight. Whenever I make hats and stuff like that, to me, using Caron Simply Soft, it takes longer. And like I said, because it's a thin 4. But it's well worth it in the end for the end result. And so that is the other project I'm working on. I am working on something else, but I can't show you right now. My husband asked me, and he's been asking me since we got married, and I've always said no, and finally he convinced me this week, and I have been working on a crochet piece for him. I'm not going to show any of it until it's finished, just because of what it is and the fact that my husband wants to try and start his own business, and I want to support him and do my best on my part for him. And so this is a piece for him, and I'm not going to show it until we kind of get things situated. And so we will go from there. I will show you whenever it's time, but as of right now, it's not. The only other thing that I can show you right now is I made another sock tube. Actually, I made 2. This one I made quite a while ago. This is my sock tube. I figured out, now this one I am going to put an afterthought heel in. You can see the gray there. That's where the heel is going to go in. I wanted shorties. Honestly, I figured out that I don't have to have a heel for my socks. That I can simply knit a tube like this, put whatever top I want for my cuff, and I can wear them. I don't have to have heels in them. They fit my feet just fine, and they fit my husband's feet just fine too. This is my rainbow yarn, one of my rainbow yarns, and if you want, this is a DK sock, and I went ahead and put one of these skeins in the shop, which will be linked down below in the description box if you want to check out my shop. I do have hand-dyed yarn as well as homemade stitch markers over in my shop, so if you're interested, you can go over there and look. And most of it is discounted to rock bottom price. You're not going to find hand-dyed yarn like this anywhere else, most likely. So, but I had a skein already caked up on my shelf, and I grabbed it and went ahead and made him DK socks. This is only one. I haven't done the other one yet, but he loves it. He calls them his ugly socks, and he doesn't say that in a negative way. He likes ugly socks, and so I did not put a heel in this, and I don't plan on putting a heel in it. His feet fit just fine in this sock without a heel, and so I'm going to see how they wear. I did this magic loop on a size 2 and 56 stitches, and I do mine from the toe up. I don't like doing socks from the cuff down, so I did mine from the toe up, and I did 14 stitches on each needle using, I think it's Judy's Magic Cast On. I think that's what it's called. But yeah, and if you're interested in how I make tube socks like this, I can do a video in the future on that. And for the cuff, I did decrease a couple stitches in the cuff just because he likes a tighter fit around his legs so that they don't push down. he wears these with his dress shoes when we go to church. So he wanted something a little bit snugger on his leg, and quite honestly, I could have went smaller on the cuff. So that is something I'm going to have to play around with. I did a 1x1 ribbing, which is what I usually do. And this goes up to probably 4 inches up his leg from the ankle up, maybe 4 inches. He likes them a little bit longer. I personally like shorties, and so that's what I make me. This one I did not put a cuff on. I just bound off, and it just rolls, and that I like that. And I plan to do more socks like this. Actually, Jody has decided that she wants hand knit socks, and this is done in fingering weight, and this is my hand dyed yarn as well, but I think it's my hand dyed yarn from the past. I don't know what I did here for these socks. They're a little bit dirty because I did wear it a little bit, but because they're so comfortable. But this is a fingering weight yarn, hand dyed, toe up as always, and I think that I used a size 1 9-inch circular for this, which I'm not really comfortable with a 9-inch circular. I never thought I'd say this, but I prefer magic loop for my socks. I am not a magic loop knitter, and I think that I have been converted to being magic loop. But yeah, so I'm waiting till I can get a size 1 needle with a long cable on it so I can do magic loop for the next sock. I have 1 sock of this and 1 sock of the rainbow. So, but yeah, that's it. I hope that this microphone works. I don't know. I haven't tried it out on this part yet. I did a little tutorial Tuesday, so we'll see if this video gets cut in or put in. I don't know. But yeah, I'll talk to you later.